You know, every farmer has to be kind of an engineer. They have to be a businessman. They have to be an agronomist. They have to be a investor, merchandiser of their grain. And so yes, there's a lot to it and to handle it all. And nobody can do all of those things at the same time and be perfect at them. My name is Jim Kopriva. I'm from Atwood, Kansas. We farm here and raise wheat, corn, and soybeans. I have a wife, Brenda, and 3 children, Nathan, Adam, and Marissa, ages 10, 8, and 5. And I was raised right here on this farm where we're at today and grew up here. And my family's farmed here for several generations. One of the unique parts about this area, living in the Great Plains, is our lower rainfall and trying to raise crops on 18 inches on the dryland side. And in order to do that, we use no-till across the board on dry land in order to keep the most residue we can on top and maximize the amount of water that stays in the soil. On our wheat operation, we use stripper heads in order to leave the most amount of stubble standing as possible. We like to keep the residue standing so it lasts longer. Having the right equipment at the right time to do the job is very important. As I mentioned earlier, you know, farmer has to wear a lot of different hats. The machinery management side of it becomes a lot easier if you have the best equipment to do the job on your farm. And for us, the Gleaner Combine definitely does that. So my background in ag goes back to when I was born. I helped Dad on the farm always, and then went to college at K-State, got a degree in bio and ag engineering, and then I went into the workforce as a mechanical engineer working for AGCO. The last 3 to 4 years I was there, I worked primarily on the Gleaner Combine line. The development of the S Series, increasing the capacity of the combine over the R Series. Our goal is to increase capacity by 20%. We increased the size of the rotor from 25 to 30 inches on that machine, larger accelerator rolls, and replaced the distribution augers to feed them, and then we put a larger cleaning fan in it as well. All of that to increase the capacity. At the same time, it got a Tier 4 engine, and we redesigned the hood to accept that. The 9 Series was released, which included new cab, new CAN bus electronics, and more refined traction drive system, as well as many other improvements. The Gleaner is a simple and what I've always referred to as an elegant design. There's a lot of parts that do multiple jobs on the Gleaner. Mostly mechanical drives, very simple. There's only a couple gearboxes on the whole machine. It's lightweight, so it doesn't take a lot of power to get it through the field. And the auger design's very efficient. Doesn't have a vertical portion of the auger to take a lot of power. It's straight through. Gleaner's been well known for many years to provide superior grain quality to the competition in many field conditions, and we see that as well. We have a small seed wheat business where we raise registered and foundation seed to sell as certified hard red winter wheat seed, and the conditioner that cleans that grain for us has always told us that his customers that run Gleaner combines have the least amount of clean out. Our fuel use, I know, is less than most of the competition, and our maintenance is very low on them. You know, we don't have to spend as much on wear parts as a lot of the competition does, and a lot of that has to do with the natural flow system of the rotary, feeding it the way it likes to be fed and should be fed, and there's a little bit less wear in there as a result of that as well. They can do a lot with less.